All right, everybody, it's time for another track weekend in the 128. It's only going to be the 128 because Paul is out of town and he's doing some camping and tailgating at Virginia Tech football, which we used to be good at one point. We're not very good right now. I just wanted to show what goes into packing for something like this. So typically we share this between two people. You could see his track weapon there, but I'll be packing 2 wheels, a camping chair, the canopy. You got to have suitcase with your clothes, food, sleeping mat, tent, and tarp. Don't go anywhere without the cooler. Here we got all the parts that I may need. We got the tools that I might need. We've got just mechanic set that I almost never use, the half-ton jack in there, Hybrid S. And then in this giant old box, this is where all the miscellaneous items go. And this is where I'll keep numbers, fan, clothes, anything that I need to work on stuff. So, you know, my impact, and then various bits and bobs here, brake bleeder. So yeah, I'm actually gonna go through, pack this up now and hit the road. All right, so just crawled out the tent. If you can tell by the way my voice just cracked there. Interesting looking weather that we have, I would say. Still another beautiful day at VIR, wet or rainy. I don't necessarily have my tires set up for if it's rainy because they're directional and I haven't going the other way, but we'll figure that out on the track if it does decide to rain. So we're gonna go get registered, checked in, teched in, meet the student, do all that jazz, and we'll do a great weekend and sticking to those goals that I outlined last night. So we'll see how the end of the first session goes. All right, so as I pull out here from the pits, the goals that I was mentioning are, first of all, I want to slide the car and find the limit in the first session. I typically start slow, so this is the goal I've set for myself, is to get the car sliding early and often, and you only get one chance because there's only one first session. The second goal that I have is keeping my eyes up through turn 10. You're doing about 110 coming up over a crest, and there's a corner worker on the inside before a blind left-hander. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm keeping my eyes up so I'm not, you know, missing information or, you know, getting all wound up real tight and making sharp inputs. The third goal that I have is to brake harder and later going into roller coaster and turn 1. I think there's an opportunity there for me to be at threshold a little bit longer. So let's see how these laps played out. Hey, 128i guy here, popping in over the back half of this lap to give some commentary. So as we come to the top of the S's, we're going to sneak a peek to the corner work on the inside like we talked about, get the car stabilized with a little bit of brake, turned in nice and early, control the rotation with our hands and our feet, using all the track out including the curbs. Bring the car back over to the left side, doing the majority of our braking in the uphill phase. As we trail brake, you'll see a little bit of rotation here, let it come out and settle, bring it back in. We're doing a 4-wheel slide to the outside using all the track out, easy to go off and bend a wheel there if you don't pull out of the gas. This lap was put together by a couple of things. One is cool temperatures, so I was making a lot of power. 2, had a quarter tank of gas. And 3, the tires were perfectly in their operating window. So I knew coming into this, I was just going to drive 2 laps and see what I could do for lap time. So it really all came together for me here. As we enter the roller coaster section, I'm being as late on the brakes as possible. I lift a little too much at this crest, apex a little bit early, which leads to me outbraking myself by, 5-10 feet. Cost me a 10th on exit. Coming down the hill, we know we have a good lap together, so I wasn't running any sort of timer, but you can just feel when you're pulling the lap. So I just didn't want to mess it up through hog pen. Wait for the compression, get on gas as early as possible, managing the rear of the car as it bounces, again using all the track. I'm on that concrete, and all it is a race to the line. So this Porsche on the right that's about to fly by will beat me there, but we're going to cross the line and we're going to like what we see.